Other option is you run an ad and you just drop people on your website.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to generate more web traffic. And I do have a client doing that. They're spending $5,000 a month on ads and just dumping people on their website. Now we have optimized their website for lead capture, but their conversion rates are way low. I mean, like way low, like less than 1%. But their web traffic is very, very high. So again, like 5,000. I think it's almost 5,000 unique site visitors each month. I mean, it's just a ton of traffic, but very low conversions. But when you look at it, it's still 100 plus leads a month that they're getting. So they are getting business out of it, but it's a very inefficient way to do. I always recommend a landing page because then you're truly testing and you can do the split tests. If you go to a website, much more difficult to track. You will get traffic, you will get some leads from that way, but you just don't know if they're finding you organically through the paid ads, and that's where the rub is. So do use retargeting ads for organic website traffic. So you can take and put a code on your website, like say from Facebook or Instagram. And so if you run an ad on Facebook and someone clicks on it and they come to your website, but they don't opt in, that code will track that person. And then you can actually create what's called a retargeting ad. So you can give a different ad for people that have come to your website, never opted in. And so you can give them a different offer, a call to action on an ad on Facebook or Instagram that only they will see. Now, retargeting ads are pretty good because the people have already looked at your website once, so you get a little bit higher conversion rate with those. Do use your databases to build custom audiences and lookalike audiences in Facebook. So if you have a database of 2,500 people right now, you can upload that database into Facebook, and then any of those people that use the same email address and or phone number for their Facebook profile, it will create what's called a custom audience. And so that audience now you can start running ads to. So these are people that already know. You can do the same thing for people that have liked your Facebook page. You can do an audience there. Now, if you have enough of those people, a big enough list, then you can create what's called a lookalike audience. So that lookalike audience is, again, what Facebook does is they say, okay, what is another person on Facebook that looks like the people that are in your database? And then they'll create that for you. You can run ads to them. I've had varying success doing that as well, but it's another thing to try. The challenge, of course, with home building, not necessarily remodeling, but it is a protective class. So in other words, you cannot put in demographics when you're setting up your Facebook or Instagram ads. You can only say, I wanted to send out to a radius around this area. So you pick a radius and then you have no control over it from there because it's a protected class. That's the challenging part with it, is you really can't dial in the demographics, even the psychographics, that sort of thing. If you control lots in a neighborhood, now you could try geofencing as well, geofencing ads. So geofencing is something where it's almost like the Google Ads network, where there's certain apps on people's phone where you can actually buy a geofencing advertising. So let's just say I have the Weather Channel app on my phone. Let's just say I'm walking into a store like, say, Costco, and Costco is running the geofence ad. If I happen to have the weather app open on my phone, that Costco ad will show up. So now this is the example. You have a neighborhood where you control some land. You can run a geofence ad. So if your potential lead is driving by that neighborhood and they have an app open on their phone that will run geofencing ads, boom, your ad can pop up. They can say, hey, new homes in this community from so-and-so. So again, it's a bit of a shotgun approach. Again, I've tried it before, haven't had real good success with it, but it is out there, if you want to try it. And geofencing doesn't cost a whole lot of money. Now, inbound lead magnet conversions will tell you the types of offers you use in ads. In other words, those lead magnets you have on your website, understanding what people are opting into from an organic standpoint. They're searching for something, they go to your website, and then they opt in. So example, like we get a lot of opt-ins from design and pricing, our number 2. So those will tell you that's a type of information that you should use to build an ad for paid, because what appealed to your inbound marketing will also appeal to when you're going outbound for paid ads.